my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we, my darlings? Are we good? Are we good? Are we positive? Are we energized for the new year? I am hoping that this new year comes with a whole bunch of unexpected surprises. I'm going to keep on working and hustling out here in these streets, and I absolutely wish the same for you, that you are truly happy and that you're surrounded by love and support. That's a huge one. Anyway, my darlings, why are we here? Well, I'll tell you why we're here. We have a wonderful episode for you, and that episode being our fabulous Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez is out in Las Vegas, and she's doing her thing. We are the same age. I'm April. She's in July, I think, 56 years old. And her body is absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal, I tell you. And I think that her performances are really beautiful, really beautiful. I've seen a whole bunch of them, and she takes it all the way back to Hollywood. She takes it back to the era of Marilyn Monroe, Frank Sinatra. Because we're the same age, I see why I love the JLo show. And then she's got balloons that cascades down at the end of the show. I'm going to copy that for my next meet and greet. We're going to have what? We're going to have balloons, baby. Needless to say, we already know her relationship track, so there's nothing there. But she had something to say, and I thought very intriguing. So let us take a listen.
And women multiply whatever you give them, right? Like you give us a bag of groceries, we give you a 5-course meal. You give us a house, we give you a home. You give us a little something, maybe we give you a baby 9 months later. We multiply. But if you give us any grief, we'll give you 1,000 things. That's the truth. Am I right? Because we do so much for you. We do so much. We dote over you. We do all the things for you. And all we want is that little bit of sugar in return. That's it. Well, why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me like that? What? You think that you do a lot too? Yes, you do. Guys do a lot. I'm not trying to take that away from you. You do so much. But we do so much more. We do all the things.
I loved it. And of course, the comments were like from somebody who has been married 4 times. Yes, baby. Yes. There was another comment where I saw where she said that she hears when people say that, oh my God, JLo looks expensive. And JLo said, yes, I look expensive, but I make my own money, so I can afford to look the way that I look because I'm paying the bill out here in these streets. So I said to myself, you know what it is? Let's not look at the messenger and focus on the message. Yeah? And it is absolutely true. It's a matter of knowing your worth. And she did say that also. I think I liked it. Hold on, let me just double check. Did I not like it?
1999. To me it doesn't. You know, I didn't think that so many years later I would still be singing it right here with you in Vegas tonight. I've sung that song so many different ways, so many different stages all over the world in so different ways. When I first sang it, I was very young. I was a little baby in the woods, and I sang it with a lot of hope. If you have my love. But I've also sang it over the years. I've sang it when I was sad. And I've sang it when I was happy. But now, today, you know how I sing it? I sing it empowered. Empowered. Because the truth is, if you wanted to have my love, you would have to earn it. You'd have to treat me right. You'd have to respect me. You'd have to accept me for all that I am. You'd have to love me if you wanted my love. Am I right, ladies? Yes, Lord.
I live for it. And here's the thing. In many ways, a lot of people will say, but oh, she was married 4 times. What does she know about her relationship? What does she know about marriage? And it occurred to me that she would actually know quite a lot, because she's done it so many times, because she's gotten it wrong, that maybe she has finally gotten it right for herself, and she realized, which she said in both, it is us, it's me. I do a lot. There was a time when I would play my worth down. There was a time when I would say, no, you do more for me, I don't do that much. Now she's come around and said, not only do I do more, but I'm not going to accept anything less. And while you're on the corner over there thinking that you're doing A, B, and C, please scratch all the gifts off the list, because I can afford to take care of myself. Why am I doing this? Because it's the new year. New year, new things, new energy. And I want my ladies to have new energy. It does not matter what you did in the past. Let those guys continue messing around with the old version of you, and you just come out here with a remix and let them know, baby, whoever that girl is, she's not even me. I'm not even her. So you got me all the way twisted. You have to step up. I see it in my DMs all the time. I am with this man, another one of you, who told me, I think you're beautifully 60, 61. You've been with the same guy for 8 years, and he still doesn't want to get married. Do you know what that means? That means that he's shown you all the signs that he does not respect your time. Baby girl, you've got to go. 60 is still young. You've got another 30 years plus out here in these streets, and you want to waste your time with Bobo the fool. No, darling, you've got to go, because you see, what you tolerate, you indirectly encourage. And so, my darlings, the world is yours. The world is yours. We're in 2026. We are at the very beginning, and I want you to sit back and say to yourself, what is it that I want, and what is it that I can do without? Don't get comfortable and say, well, you know, I guess I'm too old now. Well, you know, the ship has sailed. No, darling, you are not too old for anything. Once you're in your grave, that's it. Until then, every single morning, and it is so clear to me. It is so clear to me. Every morning that I wake up, hold on, this is a call. Bye. Thank you, my darling. You too, bye. So, like I was saying, it's a new year. It's a new year, and what I do is that I look through all of the clothes that I haven't worn in 6 months. It's going to be fun for me, because in the last 9 months, I've lost a good amount of weight, and I'm keeping it off, and I am living and loving my 140 pounds. I am no longer 215 pounds. So I'm getting rid of a lot of clothes, which I am giving to my single mothers, as well as those that I've promised to give away on Instagram. There are certain clothes that they wanted so they can have it. And so I am going to clear out a lot of makeup that I wasn't using, bring more light into my life, bring more fresh air into my life. The older I get, I realize the less that I need. Nature of my job, okay, fine, you know, you got this and that, but I really am looking towards my health, and I'm looking to mental health, my mental health, and it really opens up my entire soul and being. What does not serve you has got to go, because in essence, it's holding you back. It's holding you back. And in many ways, I wish Jennifer all the best. All the best. Her life, her road, her streets. Phenomenal figure, beautiful body. For as long as I've known her from Selena, she has been consistent. Go right ahead, mama, do your thing. It's not easy to come out on a leotard in front of a full crowd at 56 and look phenomenal. Oh my God, baby girl, you got that. I wish everybody well. And I have learned, because I have been shown, that your support system is everything. She said it. Most marriages, the woman, the mother, the wife, we do more. It is true. I want our brothers, our husbands to step up a little bit more. Support her, and you will see how we will open up like flowers. Open up like flowers in everything, because we're nurturers. That's our purpose on this earth. And when we nurture, it gives us pleasure. But when we don't feel it, when we don't get that little bit of sugar, that little bit of consideration, and when I tell you, I'm talking about going to the supermarket, and you know Fumi loves that bread, and he bought it for me. You know Fumi loved the strawberries, he bought it. He went and picked up all of my clothes from the dry cleaners, and there were a lot of clothes. He went to the post office. He went to go and mail my packages because he knows that I have time constraints. It's the love language. It's the love language, because at the end of the day, we love our men. We love our husbands. We do. You are our best friends, you know. And if you could only just see that on the inside, just see how much we will go to the end of the earth for you, I think that you would step up. I think you would step up a little bit more. Just a little bit more, and you would see the difference. I want it to be very harmonious. I want everybody, I really want happiness for you to be truly happy, and you have to fight for that happiness. And that means you cannot tolerate being treated any kind of way. You just cannot, because you are holding back your own happy. Before I go, I tell you, you have a chair and you are dating a man. And this man, you're tolerating him and you are making excuses for him. It will only fall back on you. You know why? Because this man is occupying your future husband's seat. Because you have not kicked this guy to the curb. He needs to be kicked to the curb. The way you throw out the garbage and everything, he gotta go. We had what we had, baby. We had what we had. I lived for you once upon a time. But you gotta go, because I gotta live my life. And I know what I want. And you have shown me, above all else, you can't do it. You can't provide those things for me. So you gotta go. You gotta go. He's got to go. You quicken it up. Don't worry, we're copacetic. There's no hard feelings. Let him go, so that the real man that's been watching you from a distance can come in and love you and treat you the way that you deserve. Every once in a while, when I got the time, I go to the old people's home. I love elders. I love them. I love their stories, just the way you love story time. Every single one of them, I always ask, always ask, what did you do when you were younger? What was your career path? You know, did you get married? Did you have children? And then I always ask them at the end of it, what is the one thing that you wish you could have changed? They instantly correct me and say that I regret. And I say, no, I didn't say regret. I just said that what you could have changed. And they say, no, what I regret, because I'm at the end of my life now. And I regret not speaking up more for myself, for not having gotten that divorce earlier on. Even if it meant that I was going to be on my own, I could have traveled. I had friends. I had ambition. I had things that I wanted to do. And I never spoke up for myself. I people pleased myself into the grave, in essence. And here I am at the end of my life, almost wishing for a second chance. When I tell you, that hit me like a ton of bricks. So I tell you this, you're going to have naysayers, yeah, and you're going to have yes people. Both are dangerous. You're going to have to find the balance, and you're going to have to do you. And how to do you is to follow your happy. If it makes you happy, go in that direction. If it does not make you happy, you are going against your happy. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, baby. And I'll see you what? I'll see you sooner than later. Mwah! All of my love.
Guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking